Alright then. Hello, that was a really weird opening, I'm sorry. Hello, Blood Bowl fans. I'm here with the opening and the rundown of the teams for the ADEnglish Invitational. And I'm not actually on the screen, so just give me a second to get there. Oh, I should have planned this one better before I started, I guess. And we're going to be up in just a second. So we're going to have a look at each of the 4 divisions, of course, and the teams as they have developed so far, as well as, of course, the leaderboard. Let's just get rid of this opening now. So we're going to start, of course, with Division A, because that's how it works usually. And we'll go through all the divisions through to D. And as always, I'll do all this in one take, because why not? Because I want to, that's why. So let's start with the schedule. Last week's game then, we had the Amazons taking on the Vampires, and it was a 3-0 win for the Amazons. Nerdfrog against... Oh, who's the... Mego? Mego, yes, sorry Mego. No offense, just couldn't remember who you were for a second. Haring Zord's Ogres took on Undo's Necromantics, and the Ogres managed to win 2-1, which is pretty impressive, gotta admit. The Ogres have been really impressive this season so far. They were just 2 games in, so anything can happen. And the Purple Pessimists, the Wood Elves of Varxen, took on the Orcs of Blissful Fire, and the Wood Elves come away with it 3-2. And having a look at the leaderboard after that then. Varxen's at the top with his Wood Elves with 2 wins, but the Ogres are right next to him also with 2 wins. And when these two face off, that's going to be a really interesting game to watch. I'm going to try and cast this game, if I can. If you guys aren't casting it yourself, of course, though both of you are content creators, so I wouldn't be surprised if you do cast it yourself. Then we have joint second with the Amazons and the Necromantic together, 1 win, 1 loss apiece. And the Orcs and Vampires sit at the bottom, unfortunately, with 2 losses each. Next week, the matches look like this. The Vampires take on the Necromantic, the Orcs take on the Amazon, and that game that I said I wanted to cast, it's this week. So guys, let me know when it's going to happen, and we'll see what we can do. I'm actually quite busy, so I hope I can get a look at it, but I know that you two are in quite different time zones anyway, so don't arrange the match around me, arrange the match yourselves, but if I can, I will try and cast it. And yeah, Wood Elves against Ogres. That's Division A. I'd say, well, I'll go through all the results first, then go through all the teams. That seems like a bad idea. And bad ideas are the best ideas, of course. So, last week's schedule for B then. We had the Bretonnians of Chapuzé against the Underworld of Carlisibs, and the Bretonnians came away 2-1. The Lizards of Weave took on the Skaven of... I do know your name. Stouticus, that's your name. And they drew 2-2. That's the first draw this week. And Chris J's Halflings took on Academy Mad, the Undead of, I believe, Mark Mail, though I keep mixing up Mark Mail and Storm Raider. No, it is Mark Mail, okay. So, and the Undead did manage to go 2-0. This is definitely a video on Chris J's channel. You can see it. And also, sorry, the Orc game against Varxen. You can definitely catch the VOD on Blissful Fire's Twitch. You can probably also catch the VOD on Varxen's Mixer. I'm not sure who cast it actually, but one of them did, definitely. So you can go back and watch that, but I don't think either are on YouTube. In terms of the leaderboard then, the Lizardmen sit at the top in joint position with the Bretonnians with 1 win and 1 draw apiece. This is quite a tight, it's a very tight actually, grouping in Division B. The Underworld and Undead team both sit in joint second with 1 win, 1 loss apiece. And the Skaven and Halflings at the bottom with 1 draw, 1 loss apiece. This is still wide open. Anything can happen in this grouping. And in terms of next week then, the Bretonnians take on the Skaven. That's going to be a very interesting match. I've actually been very impressed with Stouticus. He's just he's had a couple of tough games. Underworld take on the Undead. I think I said they were Undead. Sorry, Bretonnians take on Skaven. Underworld take on Undead. And Lizardmen... Good luck, Chris. And Lizardmen take on Halflings. This is going to be a bloodbath. Pie bath. Yeah. So that's what's going to happen there. Looking forward to some good matchups there too. And in Division C, let's have a look. Where are we? This is my division, I believe. So the Chaos Majesty United, led by Sir Madness himself, who is the captain of the Mad Academy, took on the captain of the ICBBL, so this was a captain match-off. and his Chaos Dwarves, Fallen Glory. Fallen Glory and his Chaos Dwarves managed to come away 2-0 from this match. My own boys, my Norse boys, ADEnglish men of He-North, took on Monkey Chunk's Elven Union, the Cats, and we managed to win with a bit of a shocking twist on turn 16, actually. I think Monkey Chunks was a bit shocked by that, but it came off in our favour, so we managed to pull out the win there. And Manasatra's Kislev the Panzer Bears took on Misa's Project Unlucky Ninjas, the Dark Elves, and the Dark Elves managed to win 1-0. I did hear that there was an Apo death in this game, but I didn't manage to find it, so sorry that wasn't in the highlights, especially as Misa told me about it, but he didn't give me a timestamp, so unfortunately I didn't find it. And having a look at the leaderboard, less wide open. Misa is quite strongly at the top with 2 wins, and his Dark Elves. We have joint a 3-way second place tie between myself, Fallen Glory, and Manasatra with 1 win and 1 loss apiece. All the ties, by the way, are actually decided by the score and death ratio, and the standings as they are can be seen in the document that I provide every time. And at the bottom, in 3rd place, we have Elven Union and Chaos, both with a draw and a loss apiece. So, going to be looking to pull something out of their ass in the next few weeks, I'm sure. So, the Chaos take on the Dark Elves. That's going to be a tough old match for Sir Madness, I think. One of the bottom teams taking on the top team. My boys take on Manasatra's Kislev. That's going to be an interesting one. I haven't seen how developed the Kislev team is yet, so interesting to see what happens there. And rough old match for the Elven Union. Chaos Dwarves take on Elven Union, so Monkey Chunks and Fallen Glory. There's going to be some tough matchups there as well, I'm sure. And finally finishing with Division D in terms of what's happened so far. So last week, Corporal Punishment, the Khemri of Grey Fox, took on Not Fresh Meat, the Nurgle of Storm Raider. Is it Storm? Please tell me it's Storm. Yes, it's Storm. Okay, and Storm Raider managed to come away with a 1-0 win against the Khemri. The Nurgle managed to win. The Dwarves had a field day beating up the Goblins. Urban Zorro against... What's your name? I'm sorry. Owned, that's your name. I could imagine, I can see your picture when I'm doing this, but I just can't put your name to it for some reason sometimes. And the Dwarves managed to win 3-1. And Los Matadores, I'm not going to try and say this name actually, of Bobby Bintang, who was very brave and came in late to the Invitational, took on the High Elves Miragliano Splendid of Smocko, and Smocko's High Elves managed to beat the humans 2-1. So the leaderboard as it stands, Owns Dwarfs, Smocko's High Elves and Storm Raiders Nurgle are in joint first, 1-1-0 each. Urban Zorro is in second, funnily enough, with his Goblins, with 1 win, 1 loss. The Khemri sit in third, with 1 draw, 1 loss, and the humans sit at the bottom with 2 losses, only one of which is actually theirs, to be fair, but still. So, welcome to the division, Bobby Bintang. Good to have you here. And I realise that it sounds like I'm making fun of you, actually, the way I said that, but I'm being sincere. Welcome to the division, and welcome to the league. Ryan, let's have a look at the actual teams. Starting with Division A, starting with Icy BBL, Undo's Just Because Necromantic Team. So, we're actually down a player, so we're down to 11. We've got 70k in the bank, still 3 team rerolls. And what do we got then? We've got Werewolf with block, Werewolf with agility block. Nice wolves. The flesh columns are both rookies still, but one is about to level up, especially if he gets a pass in. I'd love to see a pass from a flesh column. And a white also is 1 away from leveling, though the other white, unfortunately, is dead. We saw it in the highlights, I believe. Then all the zombies, so many zombies, one of which is a dirty player, one of which is 1 away from leveling with a busted movement. And the Ghoul Chris J, who I think is actually new to the team, but I may be wrong about that. That's the Necromantics as they stand. Nothing interesting to see here, really. But there we go. That's the Necromantic team. And having a look at Nerdfrogs, Madden of Iron, the Amazon team, 7th daughter of the 7th daughter. I haven't actually seen that before, that's fantastic. 140k, nice. I don't think we're going to spend that though, don't see the point. Free rerolls and Apothecary. We've got Rookie Blitzer, Blitzer with Guard, Blitzer with Tackle, Blitzer with Mighty Blow plus Strength. Yikes, Moonchild is becoming a monster. Line Woman with Block, who for some reason is in the middle. A Catcher with Sidestep. A Thrower who has managed to do an injury or 2 passes. Probably 2 passes actually, the way that Nerdfrog has been playing. 5 more Line Women, 1 who is a touchdown away from leveling, 1 is a pass away from leveling, an agility piece, a guard piece, that's nice, double. So we got, what do we got here actually? We got a double on the team, we've got 2 stats on the team, it's looking very nice, and a sure hands Line Woman. That's a bit of an odd pick, but sure thing. I don't think there's anything interesting in the club, but let's have a look. No, there is not. So, on to Mego, and his Panic in the Mansion with the fantastic motto. There we go. 4 rerolls still, and the Apothecary of course. We got 3 Vamps, one of which has block, one of which is leveled but has not been given its skill yet. And then all the Thralls. 1 with minus agility, 1 I think it's just missed next game, but let's double check. Yeah, he's not niggled. A wrestle piece and a kick piece, and if I'm looking down there are 3, well 5 including 2 injured actually, there are 5 that are close to leveling, so that's nice. And 200k in the bank, he's got to spend that on something. We may see some club enhancement here. Don't want to speculate too much though. Having a look at this fantastic Springfield Splatoons, where actually they lost an Ogre. Super Nintendo Chalmers played his last game. And he's been replaced by Skinner! Fantastic. Makes perfect sense, following in the footsteps of the man who has this famous line. 3 team heroes, Apothecary of course, no gold left. Homer has guard, very nice. Wiggum and Duffman have break tackle. And Skinner and Stupid Flanders are both rookies. We have a Block Noblar. We have 2 Noblars ready to level who haven't leveled yet. Block Noblar is beautiful, by the way. 2 touchdown away from leveling, and 1 that is a pass away from leveling, and then 1 that is a complete rookie. The Noblars are doing pretty well. We may see a little bit of recycling of Noblars at some point, because the TV is getting a bit high in this team. He must have spent the money on the new Ogre, so nothing exciting in the club front. And the Purple Pessimists, 100k. What's the point? I didn't actually check the motto of Herring's team, sorry. You're cut, you're all cut. Fantastic. Very good Homer line from when he was a baseball coach. Yes, I'm a Simpson geek too. At least I was when the Simpsons were good. And so then, look at all this development. Wow, this is a very nice looking team. I'm going to say that these are definitely a contender for at least the finals. They've actually been playing very well as well, so all due props to Voxen. 100k in the bank though, 2 team murals, Apothecary. A War Dancer with Strip Ball Wrestle, a War Dancer with Tackle Sidestep. A Catcher with plus movement block. A Treeman that is 2 away from leveling, 1 injury down. A Lineman with kick, dodge, not blodge. A Lineman who is an MVP away from leveling. A Lineman who has dodge. Well, 4 linemen, sorry, with dodge. 1 has kick as well. 1 has catch sprint. That's a catcher, sorry. No, that's not a lineman. Forget that. 3 linemen with dodge. And the other 3 can potentially level up next game as well. You can always potentially level up, but I mean with one thing. If we get MVP here, an injury here, and a pass here, there we go. 3 leveled up Wood Elves. And again, nothing interesting in the club, and I don't think Wood Elves are likely to spend there. Blissful Fire and his The Punishers. Here representing the rookies, The Punishers. Way too much grammar sense for an Orc team, but there we go. 100k in the bank again, a Black Orc with block, another Black Orc with block, 2 with block. 1 that is 2 injuries away from, well, snatching some teeth and leveling, and one that's a complete rookie. And then we have the 4 blitzers. One is movement busted guard, one is mighty blow jump up, one is mighty blow. One is plus strength tackle. Lovely. Thrower that has dodge, which is a double, and 3 linemen, one of which is a point away from leveling. 3 team rerolls and apothecary. Nothing exciting in club. That's it for Division A. At the moment, I think that the most exciting teams are all of the stat things in the Amazons, and the Wood Elves are just disgusting. So, murder some Wood Elves, guys. Ogres, that's your job this week. Kill some Wood Elves. Should be a job every week. Throw some Noblars at them, he'll be fine. Having a look at B then. So, we got Stoutkus and his Nobel Animals, with the motto, enter the team motto. Oh, yes. 10k in the bank. We're down to 10, I want to say men, but they're not men, they're rats. 3 team rerolls and, of course, an apothecary. We got all 4 getters now. I think we always had all 4 getters, actually, never mind. One has plus strength, one has block. Lovely. We got both Storm Verminicles. One is plus strength, one is a complete rookie. We have a thrower with plus agility. And we have a lineman with kick. One is also one away from leveling. Not doing too bad with this Skaven team, to be honest. Now the SPP is going a little bit more to the positionals. Yeah, I can see some development coming out of this, though we still got 3 really low-ranking positionals, which is pretty bad news. So interesting to see what happens with this team, and how many more rats are going to bite the dust, because he is taking quite a beating in this division so far. And Mark Mail's Academy Mad Undead team. Nous sommes mad. Aren't we all? And then we've got 3 team rerolls, 10k in the bank, and a mummy with block, a mummy with guard. Double on a mummy, that's always nice. 2 whites, both of them are complete rookies, haven't got any SPP at all, which is a bit strange. And then 3 ghouls, one of which has block, one of which is a rookie but is a touchdown away from scoring, and one has sure hands. The skeleton is still around. You go, Mr. Skeleton. I love me some skeletons. And 4 zombies, 2 of which have been given tackle. Interesting choice, actually. I'll find out why in a second. I guess it was maybe to deal with the halflings, actually. And nothing exciting in the club front. And having a look at the Rivertown Pie Champions, half pie is less than half of what we would like. Okay, sure. From Chris J with the Treeman and the halflings, of course. Only 2 rerolls, which is pretty fine, to be honest. 1 apothecary, up to 920 team value, pretty high, 90k in the bank. And I think we're pretty high because of the doubles. Right, so we've got a Treeman who has grab. We have a Treeman who has break tackle. We have a dodge, block halfling, sorry. All the halflings are dodge. A block halfling, a dirty player halfling, and a kick halfling that has minus strength, which is fantastic on a halfling, exactly what you want. And a sidestep, sure feet halfling. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I'm surprised actually no diving tackle, but I'd probably make it pretty much the same way, to be fair though, so what can I say? And is there anything interesting in the club yet? Yes, we do of course have the Nuffle Altar in this team. You're mad not to be honest. Moving on to Weave and his Lizards the Reptilian Boys then. Ends the team motto again. It's a very popular motto, this one. Yeah, Mr. Croxigore went bye-bye. It was a sad, sad day. Funeral march for Croxigore. A minute silence. If you want to pause it, give it a minute silence. If you don't, then, you know, carry on. We got 3 block Sorai, 1 that is 1 away from leveling. 110k, so can't even replace the Croxigore. That must hurt. A plus strength skink, a plus movement skink, and a block skink. We're having dream skinks in this team. Would you look at that? Wow. Okay. And one is also with a fantastic face, my favorite skink face. He is 1 touchdown away from leveling. And of course gun control is the new guy. And of course gun control is dressed like Rambo. Makes perfect sense to me. And that's it for the Lizards. Let's have a look at Punderworld. Pretty underrated noobs down there. Yep, yep, yep. We got 2 heads. Two heads. That's a really weird sentence. 3 team rerolls, 1 apothecary. Sir Bannercalm is definitely the star of this team so far, I think, and he is proving it with his block. We have Warpstone Troll with Claw Guard. Yikes. Skaven Blitzer with Mighty Blow Tackle. The other one is a complete rookie. I think he lost a Blitzer at some point, actually. Or, no, maybe not. No, I think it was Apod. Bannercalm has block. Sir Dealer is injured, and I think he's just MNG, but let's check. He is indeed just MNG. And then the two Skaven linemen, both of which have caused an injury. And all the goblins. One is a point away from leveling, and two have 2 heads. So that's it for the goblin team. 70k in the bank. So we may see one more goblin, potentially. And nothing interesting in club. And we finish, of course, with Fiers Bretons, the Britannicans of Chipouze. If I keep saying your name wrong, I apologize, but well, I apologize. Blitzer with dodge tackle, Blitzer with guard tackle, Blitzer with tackle, lots of tackle. One is 1 away from leveling as well. Interestingly, he's gone tackle before dodge on 2 pieces, but there we go. Guard is actually a double, isn't it, on a Blitzer? Okay, that's cool. 2 blockers with guard, makes perfect sense, and 2 that are 1 away from leveling. We may see a Mighty Blow sometime soon. A lineman that is 1 away from leveling, and a lineman who I'm pretty sure is missed next game. He's actually niggled. Alright then. A niggled lineman. Poor Gentile Reniflad. There we go. Oh, I didn't check the club. Let's have a look. 60k in the bank as well, and nothing interesting in the club. No. Alright then, on to C, my own division. Too far, come back. There we go. And here's the moment when I find out that something is wrong with the recording. No, we're good. Okay, I'm losing my mind for some reason. What else is new? Teams then. Let's start off with the Rock Legends of Fallen Glory. We're going to rock and roll. I'm not going to sing it. I'm tempted to sing it, but I'm not going to. The Minotaur is still alive. Would you believe it? He's still a rookie. Would you believe it? Well, yeah, that makes perfect sense, actually. 2 rerolls, Puff Carry, and 40k. 2 Bull Centaurs, both leveled. One is Wrestle minus Agility, one is Sure Hands. And I think this is the one that was in the Hall of Fame for passing. Yes, it was definitely this one. Isn't that just cool that a Bull Centaur is in the Hall of Fame? Wow. Anyway, so all 4 Dwarf blockers, 2 are an injury away from leveling, 1 is 2 injuries away from leveling, so get punching, you smurfy people. And then we have a guard on Paranoid and Mighty Blow Claw. Oh dear, we finally have Claw on the team. And the Hobgoblins, Who Are You is probably one of the stars of the team at the moment. He's been having some interesting gameplay, and he's a dirty player, so he made your star a dirty player. That's a shame. Anything interesting in the club? Not as of yet. 40k in the bank. And my boys, 70k in the bank. Oh, there we are. ADEnglish Men of Henorth. No, no. No. Okay, so 2 rerolls and a Puff Carry. Snowflake is new because he replaced Snowflake Jr. He's now Snowflake Jr., sorry. He replaced Snowflake Senior. We have Ulf with block. We have Ulf that is a injury away from leveling. Hail is going to do some hailing. We have a thrower with Sure Hands. We have a runner that has minus armor value, but also has dodge. I haven't decided whether I'm going to fire him yet. I probably am, but I haven't decided yet. Got a rookie berserker who's a touchdown away from scoring. He's a touchdown away from scoring. Now there's a sentence right there. He's a touchdown away from leveling, and one of course has Mighty Blow. We have a lineman with Fend, we have a lineman with Guard, yay doubles, and we have a lineman with Dauntless. Would you look at that? And also 2 that are pretty close to leveling as well. So, pretty happy with this team overall. Can I replace the runner right now? I don't think I can. No. So, I still may be better off with the loner, though, than I won't get a loner. No, I'm going to keep him, definitely. And there's nothing interesting in my club yet, either. Having a look at the Dark Elves that are leading this pack, Project Unlucky Ninja, Tenchu, of Misa, and we're down to 10 men. 2 rerolls Apothecary, all 4 blitzers, all with Blodge, oh dear. Runner with Leader, lineman that is in the middle for some reason, Witch Elf with Block, lineman with Kick, and a lineman that's 1 away from leveling. 180 in the bank, so we can actually replace this player. Oh, what are we going to replace it with? That's the question. Macy Witch number 2. That could be fun, but we'll see. And I didn't check the club, but alright. Manasatras Kislev then. It looks like they're down to 10 players actually, and 100k in the bank, so they can replace one of the players missing. Oh, they're down to 9 players. Oh, it's going to be a tough match for them against me then, especially as that's their star. Oh, jeez. Alright, 3 team rerolls and an Apothecary. The bear is still tame. Funny that, isn't it? Yuri is out, unfortunately, and he's actually movement busted. He was, I think, niggled and appoed into movement busted, though I don't remember. And he does have block, but he's out for the match. Blitzer number 2 is still around, and both catches have been given dodge, so they both have a chance to stay up and running and leaping. We have 2 linemen with wrestle, and the rest of them are kind of looking to level. Yeah, he's in a tough position, to be honest. He might be better off taking the loner for this game. Well, the 2 loners, I should say. Because he can't replace a blitzer, and well, a catch is just too much of a target for the Norse. That's tricky. Sorry to see you in this situation, Manus, especially as you're facing me this week. And nothing interesting in the club. Having a look at Monkey Chunks then, off the back of taking a Norse beating, their numbers have improved, would you believe? But they do have 2 pieces out, actually. 3 team rerolls and an Apothecary, so with 3 gaps and 2 down, yeah, they're actually at 11. So it's a full team, just. We have a lineman with guard, a lineman with dodge, a lineman with dodge MNG, a lineman with dodge, and lineman also with MNG. I don't think I niggled anybody. 3 more linemen, one of which is a touchdown away from scoring. 2 catches are looking close to score as well. One of the blitzers has dodge, one of the blitzers is 1 away from scoring, and the thrower with agility, plus agility, minus armor value. That blows. But we'll see what happens to him. Nothing interesting in the club, I think. Still 70k, even after replacing those players. Or maybe he already had the bench, I don't remember. And the Chaos team, 150k exactly. And the Blood Bowl Mad Academy. Yep, he is representing his team as best he can. So, Majesty United. Doom the Noblar Eater is a rookie. We got a Beastman with Wrestle. Chaos Warrior with Block. 2 rookie Chaos Warriors. A big Chaos Warrior out. Wow. Stripple Wrestle piece is down, and he is only on MNG, so he will be back, but he's going to be missed this game for sure. Another Beastman out. 2 more Beastmen out. 1 with Block, 1 with Guard. God, the Chaos Dwarves did a number on this team. So they're actually down to 8 players at the moment. Well, that's difficult. It may be worth keeping the loners, I guess, as opposed to buying extra pieces that you're going to fire later. So yeah, may as well save the cash and take the loners. And nothing interesting in club. So that's it for C. Let's have a look at D. The most interesting team I saw there so far, I think, was actually the Dark Elves with all that blodge, and yeah, and the Chaos Dwarves with all of their madness. And in D then, starting with the High Elves of Smocko, Miragliano Splendid, no team motto. Pretty nice development, to be honest. A Blitzer with Blodge Tackle, a Blitzer with Blodge, a Catcher with Blodge, a Catcher that is a touchdown away from scoring, 2 linemen with Dodge, 3 linemen that can potentially level up, and then 2 linemen that are complete rookies. Apothecary, 3 team rerolls, 120 in the bank. And nothing interesting in the club. Not really much more to say about that team. And the Teeny Greenies enter the team motto. Look at them, they're so beautiful. 70k in the bank, which we're probably going to save. 3 pieces missing, all goblins. One of them is a sidestep goblin though, that's going to be a bit of a pain. And then we've got a couple of goblins that are looking to level. Bill and Lila Bow Wow Toe, 2. And Pogoer with Short Feet Sprint. That's nice development on the Pogo actually, I like that choice. A Bombardier who is a point away from leveling, but he's not likely to level unless, of course, you do actually get MVP on him. The Fanatic has only done one piece of damage so far, but it was a kill, so can't complain too much there. And the Looney also has managed to get an MVP, apparently. One of the trolls has block, and one of the trolls has agility plus. Isn't that just beautiful? And in the club we have nothing interesting, actually. So, sorry, I didn't actually look at the numbers. We may see him replace a couple here, yeah, because there's 3 missing. I can see him buying 1 more goblin, actually, before the game starts, because he's not going to get any learners. And he wants a bench to keep his weapons alive. And the Khemri team, Corporal Punishment, the Dark Side of Rebral Rookie League. Rebral. What the hell's going on here? Okay, that's clippy. That's clippy as hell. Right, okay. Anyway, so 2 team rerolls. 2 lots of Mighty Blow on the Tomb Guards. That's lovely. And 1 that is a point away from leveling as well. Blitzroar with Mighty Blow as well. It's a pretty murderous Khemri team so far. 1 that is a touchdown away from scoring. Both Throw-Ras, none of which have any points, and then all the Skeletons, 3 of which have got some SPP, and 1 has been given Wrestle. 70k in the bank, though I can't see him spending it. 13 is a pretty big team for Khemri. And nothing interesting in club. Then moving on to Owns Dwarves MV4 for life with no motto. 3 team rerolls and an Apothecary, 100k in the bank. We've got a Troll Slayer with Mighty Blow, Troll Slayer who is a touchdown away from scoring. A Blitzer with Mighty Blow, that's interesting, and a Blitzer with Mighty Blow piling on, lovely. A Runner with Block, lots of Longbeards, just 2 of them haven't received any SPP, and we do have 3 lots of Guard, because if you have Dwarves you may as well guard them up. And there is a level up on the stadium, actually. There's 1 stadium, but there's no enhancement for the Dwarves. Moving on to Storm Raiders Nurgle then. Rotten and Violent. Not fresh meat. 4 gaps, so we've actually got a bench of 1, that's 12 players. Beast of Nurgle has Stand Firm. Nurgle Warrior Mighty Blow, 1 with minus armor value. Oh, that sucks. They can't replace it though, okay, 30k. Pestigore with Sure Hands Block, so he's bought another Pestigore, who is 1 touchdown away from scoring. Then we have all the Rotters, 1 with plus strength, 1 with block, 1 that has 2 SPP, 1 with minus armor value, and 1 a complete rookie. 3 team rerolls, and nothing interesting in the club. And if we finish off with our newcomer, Bobby Bintang, the Los Matadores Ansiosos. And he did have his 4 spins before, well not spins, his admin wins before the league, so we did have those to help the team, and also he's of course played the 1 game where he was against High Elves. So the Ogre is a complete rookie, no SPP at all. We have a Blitzer with plus strength, which is lovely, a Blitzer with Mighty Blow, and he's also a touchdown away from scoring, another Blitzer who is a touchdown away from scoring, a Wrestle catcher, a touchdown away catcher, and then lots of linemen that have SPP dotted about, and a thrower who is a complete rookie. 150k in the bank. We may see 1 more piece added to this team, but it may increase the team value a little bit too much for comfort for now. So interesting to see how these humans develop, and once more I welcome you to the league and thank you for taking the free spot. That'll about wrap this up. So what do you think, looking at the team development so far? Let me know in the comments below, or let me know in my Discord, either way you prefer. Thank you for watching if you have stayed until the end, and I'll see you all on the pitch soon. Thanks guys, bye bye for now.